professional debut. His opponent not medically cleared due to some banned substances.
145 pounds, representing Reaction MMA from Clay City, Kentucky, David.
Maybe that's a different Dusty Stengel, but Stengel is listed as
I'm sorry.
1-1.
He was coming back. He was coming back to fight Matt Egner after a layoff.
All right.
Yeah, it felt like his debut to me. It's been a long night, David.
David Crowe coming in 2-1 on a 2-fight winning streak. His last fight picked up a victory over Corey Spencer via Kimura in the first round. That was back in October.
I was there. I was a ring announcer that night and the matchmaker.
You do everything. And the Bluegrass MMA representative.
That's right. I wear many hats. Cody Bruce in the crowd.
But Reaction, this is an interesting match between two really good gyms here in Kentucky. Reaction versus Area 502. Crowe throwing his ring into the hat for a Beard of the Night nomination.
Looking pretty good. Where does mine stack up?
I don't know if you're eligible, but you're the you'd be Beard of the Year, I believe.
I like it. I like it. This is, I believe, David's 20th mixed martial arts fight. Very active as an amateur. Was on that Michael Cockerham route for quite some time.
The smooth criminal Dusty Stengel coming out. As you mentioned, his first fight since April 2014, which was a loss to Robert Covington IV,
who is David Crowe's teammate.
And Stengel did pick up a victory in his pro debut back at Hardrock 58, a split decision over Braden Ward in what was a pretty good battle between those two fighters.
I was also the ring announcer for that. Not a very good one.
I think this is a very evenly matched fight.
Absolutely.
Both guys are very well-rounded. Stengel's a really good wrestler. Super flexible guy, too. He is. Braden Ward had his knee twisted in all kind of crazy positions, and he was able to get out and actually end up on top. So. One of these fighters, I feel like, will be propelled sort of to that next level.
To that bigger fight.
Right.
Not that this isn't a big fight, but this is like, as cliche as it sounds, you've said it, that next level.
One of these guys is truly going to get a kind of signature win to say, hey, I beat that guy. We do move on to the 5-minute rounds here now in the professional fights.
Shout out to all of our people in Atlanta tuning in tonight. Big crowd from Atlanta watching.
We do have David Crowe in the red and black Venom trunks, Dusty Stengel in the white trunks.
Kick comes out from Crowe. Dusty shakes his head like, nah.
You got the southpaw, Stengel.
Crowe comes with the leg kick on the inside, now the outside.
A lot of kicks here early on in the fight. Crowe with outside leg kick.
Crowe or Stengel drops his hands momentarily.
Looks like both of these guys may be just trying to find their range here. A couple of guys who are pretty good grapplers, so we may end up seeing a striking battle here. Stengel moves out of the way of the strikes of David Crowe.
Crowe staying active, though.
Kick to the body there from Crowe.
You know, Stengel used to have a hard time making 155. Looks great at 145.
A nice right hook there from Stengel. Popping off that right hook, which is a lot of times as a when you're southpaw and you're facing an orthodox guy, it's hard to land that lead. That front hand, really the power hand is the bigger weapon against the guy who has opposite stance. But Stengel doing a good job of landing that hook. You'll see a lot of that kind of hand fighting, that kind of takes the place of a jab when you're fighting a guy who's opposite stance. Nice kick there from Stengel.
Very even first round as we've got just under 3 minutes to go here.
Yeah, kind of a little bit of extended feeling out process. Nothing super heavy thrown just yet. Nice little jab there from Crowe.
Inside leg kick. Those pesky little kicks add up over time.
Yeah, halfway through the first round here in this featherweight battle.
Both seem a little reserved so far.
Yeah, when you're fighting, also when you're fighting against the guy's opposite stance, it's really a fight for that outside. You want to get your foot outside because you truly are going toe-to-toe. Nice little right hook there from Stengel. Leg kick from Crowe lands. Both of these guys, have to get to the point where they're throwing multiple strikes. It's been one strike and out
and
for
pop
both
out,
guys.
yeah.
Nice head kick there from Stengel. Little body kick there from Crowe.
Like you said, it's one counter, one counter.
It's almost like they're taking turns here now.
Yeah.
You throw a kick, I'll throw a kick. And Stengel really looking, you see him rotating those hips. He looks like he may be really trying to just time that.
Right hand
that
from Stengel
kick.
lands. Close first round to call. Hard to call right now at this point as we've got just over a minute left to go in the first round. Right hand lands from Dusty Stengel.
A nice right hook there. That's the cleanest shot of the fight so far. He touches that beard of David Crowe. Now Stengel just standing right in front of him, almost daring David Crowe to throw something. 1 minute to go here in the first round. Another leg kick there from Crowe. Seems like Crowe really likes the leg kicks, whereas Stengel likes that right hook.
Inside kick from Crowe. Outside kick from Crowe. Ooh.
That's blocked.
Snappy. Sounded good, though.
Usually the ones that sound like they're the slapping kicks don't hurt as much. I mean, not that they feel good, but if a kick has kind of a thudding sound, those are the ones that hurt.
Ooh,
nice
overhand right.
Stengel landing that hook at will now. 15 seconds left to go here in the first round.
Crowe standing right in front of Stengel. His movement's been good until the strikes come and he stands almost stationary.
Another head kick there from Stengel. Into the first round here. That was a very close round. Nice. Give it to Dusty Stengel on the judge's hand tap. 53.8% was my score for Dusty Stengel. Showing you just how close of a round that was. But it seemed like Stengel really landed a lot more power, a lot of the significant strikes.
Coach June Millar in the corner, along with Philip Perkins. Stengel very focused.
Area 502 fighter Dusty Stengel against Reaction MMA's David Crowe. A lot of bragging rights on the line here between two great gyms. Start of round two here. Dusty Stengel turns back to his corner and says he's ready to go. Dusty Stengel in the white trunks, David Crowe in the red and black. Big John House is your referee here. Not yet. Almost
Now
now. Go. And Stengel immediately just goes to the center of the cage and just stands there.
This is my spot.
I think he pretty much is daring David Crowe to strike with him. And he kind of gives him a little look there.
Crowe's just not getting his punches off fast enough.
Yeah, as soon as Crowe throws, then Stengel's out of the way. Nice little jab there from Stengel. Yeah, Stengel has to watch backing up straight. It's never a good idea. They're holding hands here. Maybe a little early, Valentine's Day celebration.
Could be.
Body kick there lands from David Crowe.
Ooh.
Stengel says, this is how you do a body kick. And that straight left and that straight left kick are going to be open for Stengel, but he really is favoring more of that right hook.
David Crowe just not pulling his shots when he has the opportunity.
Yeah, 3:45 left to go here in round number 2.
Stengel slips.
Yeah, slip from Stengel. A little jab there from Stengel.
Oh,
Right hook, and he got caught with something. I'm not exactly sure. Nevertheless, he ends up on top. Quick recovery there from Stengel. He's in half guard. I didn't see what
it almost looked to be another slip, but he looked a little dazed on the way down.
Crowe now looking to try to grab onto that arm, maybe look for a Kimura here. Needs to get that arm away from the body. Stengel gets his arm out.
Just under 3 minutes remain in this second round. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
Crowe trying to control the posture. As we mentioned, the very even fight here between these two fighters. And it looks like Crowe was looking for the stand-up and gets it. I think both guys were happy with the stand-up there. Halfway through round number 2 here. I think Stengel might be the guy who wants this fight on the ground. Right hook there. And he slips again. Crowe tries to rush him, but Stengel again with a quick recovery. He's doing a good job of when he gets out of position, getting right back in a good position, and then ending up with, now looking for that single leg takedown.
Wow.
Nice takedown there. He uses that single leg to actually pass to side control.
Alex Hacker from the crowd calling for elbows. They are perfectly legal now. And we see one come to the body.
Crowe needs to shrimp in here. Does a good job. Nice little scramble there. Stengel on top. Now has control of the neck. Pulls guard. May have this.
He looks to have it.
Has just not a full guard, but has a good position here. Crowe, the best defense for him at this point is going to be just a pass. Crowe now out and Stengel on top. Stengel looking to posture up, has Crowe's head in the corner. So left to the body, now rights to the body and to the head. Doing a good job switching sides. 1 minute to go here in the middle frame of this featherweight bout. Dusty Stengel on top. Has controlled most of the fight so far, although it has been close.
The second round much closer than the first, I believe. But Dusty Stengel looks amazing on the ground tonight. See the action right in front of KBWA's Todd Neal. 30 seconds to go in this second round. David Crowe looks to his corner for some guidance.
Nice elbow there from Dusty Stengel on the inside. Looks like Crowe not wanting to give up this full guard, so Stengel going to try to work on the inside here. 10 seconds left to go in round number 2. Stengel ends up on top, and you got to think that that's going to be
Yep.
Big in the minds of the judges.
2018 for me so far. Dusty Stengel.
I scored that round also for Dusty Stengel.
And in previous fights, the conditioning of Dusty Stengel will come into play quite often. So far, so good.
He looks to be in good shape here. He has looks like a little bit of a mouse under the right eye and then maybe something over the right eye.
We see a smile from Dusty in the corner.
Yeah, but Stengel seems to be really relaxed in his corner. Crowe breathing pretty heavily. A very good performance so far through 2 rounds for Dusty Stengel. Let's see if he can cap it off and pick up his second pro win here.
Stengel's liking the love from the crowd right now.
Crowd on their feet. Giving the Area 502 fighter a huge ovation. So we're ready to go for round number 3 here. Show of respect by both fighters. Chance of Dusty now from the crowd here at the Parakeet Springs Conference Center.
What's David Crowe going to have to do to win this fight right now?
He's got to finish. He's got to be able to get off, throw those strikes. Capitalize when Dusty Stengel makes a misstep. He's made a couple so far. Try to catch Dusty Stengel when he's shooting in from the outside. A little bit wild there in that exchange. Needs to stay tight. Crowe's been tight, but maybe a little bit too tight in this fight. Shoots way from the outside and actually gets the takedown, does David Crowe, but Dusty Stengel already in full guard. I'm surprised he was able to get that takedown. That's a takedown really that you probably only see in the 3rd round when both guys are tired. Elbow off of his back there from Dusty Stengel. Crowe looking to posture up. Stengel doing a good job of controlling the head. Now Crowe does pop up elbow from Crowe. Now stands up.
Excuse me.
Stengel, I thought briefly, was looking for the sweep. Stengel
almost in the center of the cage.
And Crowe almost looks like he may be looking to the ref for a stand-up, but he was the guy who took the fight down.
Dusty Stengel doing a great job off his back.
Yeah, he has a good guard here. This is a tough position to be in when you're tired.
See the blood coming from one of the fighters.
Yeah, some squirting blood. Cut over the, looks like the right eye of Dusty Stengel. That may have been from that elbow over the top. Great camera work there. You can see the blood just streaming from over the eyebrow of Dusty Stengel. Crowe really needs to take advantage of this position here. He's on top. He's busted Dusty Stengel open, and he just really can't seem to get off.
We've got a bloody mess going on now inside Hardrock MMA 77. This is our first professional fight. David Crowe needs to finish the fight to get the win. Dusty Stengel's been impressive in his comeback, but he is opened up. A smile comes from his face, though, in the corner.
Stengel now looking to use the cage to walk, maybe try to escape out the back door. Crowe still in that guard.
Just over 2 minutes remain.
Unable to pass the guard of Dusty Stengel is David Crowe. Two minutes left to go here. Stengel now looking maybe to try to throw up maybe an arm bar. Crowe stands up and Stengel almost gets that sweep. Stengel doing a good job controlling the posture of David Crowe. I don't know if he maybe is hoping for a stand-up here or
how do you want that with just a minute and a half left to go, though? I mean, you were the aggressor to take the fight to the ground. Philip Perkins yelling for Dusty to get up. I'm not sure that even if he gets up that he's in good position right here. It doesn't look like he's in any danger of being finished.
Some boos from the crowd now running down as David Crowe looking to work in the guard of Dusty Stengel. Now you hear the "Let's Go Crowe" chants.
Yeah.
1 minute to go here in this professional featherweight bout. And the referee stands him up. I thought that was the point where both guys seem to be the most active on the ground. 45 seconds left to go here.
Swinging hard. Busted
Big
up,
right
lands a
hand.
right hand.
And Crowe pulls guard. That's not a smart move here. Does he think he's winning the fight?
He doesn't have much time left on the clock here. 30 seconds remain in this first professional fight.
Great battle here between these two guys, and Stengel just looking and not really sure. Crowe just latched onto him. Like I said, I'm not sure if maybe David Crowe thought that he was winning the fight. He just tried to pull guard here to maybe eke out the judges' scorecard at the end of the round here, but he, in our opinion, lost the first 2 rounds, as Stengel is going to end this fight on top once again in the 3rd round. I think the 3rd round goes to
gives David Crowe a kiss.
I think the 3rd round goes to David Crowe.
This will be interesting to see how they judge that first round. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought that the first round was close. But I thought that Stengel won the first round. I think the second round was pretty clearly Dusty Stengel, and the third round was pretty clearly David Crowe.
One more time for both David Crowe and Dusty Stengel.
Overall, I scored that fight 55% for Dusty Stengel and 44% for David Crowe.
Let's see what the judges say here. Ooh, I'm nervous. Both these fighters, great exhibit. Dusty Stengel busted up.
After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards, and all 3 judges score the bout 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision. The blue corner, Dusty Stengel.
Big cheer from the crowd here as Dusty Stengel picks up the unanimous decision victory. 29-28, which is exactly how we both scored it. That close first round.